And cue the network intro.
Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers?
Freedom Network,
What happened
folks.
to being
It's the
your
network
brother's
that we're a
keeper?
part of. We
Nowadays,
have
kids more
a
worried.
link in the description of all of our videos. Please feel free to, patronize freedom through that link. Alright, so let me get that back. That's what we want. And hey folks, I'm 13, and joining us through the magic of being in the same studio is AM Redwood from Gamerwood. It's a channel on YouTube, you should check it out. And we're about to mod a game. We're modding Don't Starve together, and we're making Cheech and Chong. Comment, like, subscribe, participate, always remember to share. Do the important stuff to keep this show going and this channel growing, and enjoy. And now, for once all day, I think, I am going to remember, can I just type 10? Can I just type what I want the volume to be? No. I should be able to have volume presets. Volume presets should be allowed for me. So let's hit up our mix here. Let's come in right about here. That'll work. Do some creative stuff to this music. Alright, so here we are, and our beanie is fantastic. However, a thing occurred to me just now while I was looking at the beanie. And that is, if we look at our reference photo, we have no hair coming down from the beanie in the front from our good Sir Cheech. But in the back, there's a plethora of hair, matching this hairline at least. So, what we shall do is we're going to grab hold of Cheech here. And we're going to grab hold of layer 5, which has nothing on it. We're going to pull layer 5 down below Cheech. And we're going to work on layer 5. I'm just going to come in here with the tablet. Come here, tablet. Gonna come in here with the tablet, and we're just gonna start filling in a little hair. And if I look back again, it's pretty kind of straightish hair is what we're needing right now. So let's zoom into the area that we want to work in, pull stuff over to where it needs to be, and we'll use this hair a couple of ways, perhaps. I think it shows up in a couple of places. Actually, we're probably going to attach it to the beanie, because anywhere the beanie would be... No. Maybe not. We're just going to call this... Tempted to call it back hair. Hair from the back. Let's call it back hair. Even though it's hair from the back, I think it's a moment. So we'll call it back hair. So funny, man. And we're gonna come over here and grab our brush and yank it all the way down to 1. And then, yeah, I guess we just want... We want to come from higher up than the hat. Alright. Now, turn off Wilson. Oh, no. See, one of the benefits of what we're doing here is we can actually start higher than the hat. And all we can really do is this. I mean, this is monotonous. This is like making a bunch of square frickin' things that go around to define the areas that we can move at. But what are you gonna do? You know, this is what we got going. This is what we gotta do. Dude's gotta have hair, right? Alright, well. Now, there are other options. I had thought about making a brush that was an equal distance of, like, points, and I refuted that, because if you look at Cheech and Up in Smoke, his hair's a little fuzzy, and it's kind of straight down like this, and I'm cool with this. I can put in the effort. If you can put in the time to support me in my desire to make Cheech's hair. Oh, hold on. We got a little long in the tooth with one of them. Red, could you see if that's a situation that requires your assistance? I don't want that one. I have my tea in my way. Excuse me while I move that. So yeah, I should have caught that we needed to do this to begin with. I was so happy with the beanie. Oh, no, I don't... I hit a button on the side of the pen. I was so happy that I got the beanie. Nice, that I just completely spaced the hair. Hey, Red?
Yeah.
Can you find out what's going on there?
Yeah.
Red is sleeping, and it's nowhere near midnight. So the hair starts to look like hair, right? Now that we're getting a bunch of it in there. Starting to look a little bit like hair coming down from the beanie. It's the details. The details are worth it. Details are worth it every time. The heck do I got going on in the... Here, let me refresh that. That stream is a bit old. Okay, there we go. Now we're caught up a bit. Yeah, the stream was about 4 minutes back. I'm not sure what that was about. But anyway, this series has been doing rather well. It's been very satisfying that that's true. People have been picking it up, which is cool. A lot of the creative stuff that I've done in the past, I've kind of done in a void. So I don't know if I'm a good whatever. Whatever I do, it's always one of those things. You know, you don't want to think, hey man, I am great at what I do, because it is that moment that you find out that you may not be so great at what you do. And my poor little insecurities couldn't take it. Okay, let's start filling in a couple of these places that look light, because we got enough strands of hair now that we can actually start them wherever we want. Okay, I got a text. Let me see what this text is about. Okay, sorry, they found me. It's a holiday, and this is about whiskey. So it's very important that we get these things right. There's whiskey. I'm good. There's whiskey. List complete. She gave me a list of stuff. None of it is whiskey except whiskey, so as long as whiskey's on the list is complete. We don't need anything else on the list but the whiskey. Alright, so where are we going? Right here, I think. Just a little bit more. Now all these places that are white will show up in the final version as places that you can see the map through the hair. Just don't want it to look too scraggly. Okay. Got a couple of dark spots. Not too many, not too few. Yeah. I think we're good. I think we're gonna do that. I think that's what we're doing. Let's cruise out of this. Back out. Let's bring up Wilson again. Yeah. So maybe maybe I want to do okay. Let's see. She just called me unhelpful. I resemble that remark. I think we're gonna pour more hair onto it. Yeah. Yep. Now it looks scraggly all of a sudden. Now it looks scraggly. So we're going to come in here and de-scraggle it. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and go past the green because a thing occurred to me. Go ahead and be sloppy. We can take care of that. We got ways of making this thing pan out just fine. Okay. Now you definitely can't see individual lines. Oh, you can't see individual lines, but it's almost where the lines aren't that becomes the work after a while. Okay, now I think I'm okay with that. Now what we're going to do is sorcery that is a mousy kind. And if you haven't noticed, I do a lot of switching between the tablet and the mouse. And that's okay with me. That's my style. If you need to do that, if you like to do that, do that. There's some stuff that's just easier done with a mouse than not. So let's make a circle. Okay, let's feather the edges. With a fair radius. Select inverted and erase. I want to see the edge of that. I don't know if that feathered as much as I think I would have liked it to, but I also think I have my selection ring in the wrong place. But you see the process, right? So we make an oval to get a selection from, or with, that is gonna be the inversion of the oval. Okay, so is that looking good? Does that distance and that distance look reasonable? Come over this way a little bit. Okay, I need a visual aid. This is a terrible visual aid. Okay, this might work though. Okay, let's see. Let's see, it's between those two marks. I think I need to bring it over just a little bit. Sorry for obsessing. I am a little obsessive, and I try not to let it get in the way of artistic stuff, because it definitely can. Okay. We put that right about there. Yeah, screw it. Okay. Let's invert. This time I'm gonna use a really feathery brush. Part of my problem is that my selection is okay. This might not be too bad because it's just gonna come out in like waves. Who is it? Okay. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna call that good. I think that's what we want, right there. The fading effect might be a little weird, I don't know. Does it look better just to take this thing and go? Nope. Sorry, and go like that. Oh, the selection's feathered. So the feathering on the brush was creating too much. Okay, hold on. That is okay. Let's select none, and let's zoom out to a reasonable level. Yeah, that's got the fuzzy effect I was looking for. I don't know if that's... I think I hate it now, but... yeah, okay, I do hate it. Alright. Art can be agonizing. I'd rather have it a close crop. Okay, so let's... oh. Put that back. Let's not feather the edges. Let's go back a little bit. No. There we go. Select. Let's create a new selection area. Go wider and flatter. I'll eyeball the distance faster this time. Oh no. So that's what happens if we don't invert our selection. Let's see. Select none. And let's go back. Max Fakura says, a slave to your compulsions. Yeah, I know. It's Cheech, man. I want to make sure that Cheech is right. But I think I got it. Just let me F it up one more time. Real quick. I'm coming in to F it up. So now I'm going to use the blur tool with a size of 1. And I'm just going to pull some hairs out. Not all of them. Just enough of them so it doesn't look like he just came back from the barber. And then I'm going to go ahead and have 1 or 2 that are just sticking out. There we go. I think it might be okay now. I think it might be okay. Let's look at this at 100%. Okay. Now let's bring up Wilson for an artistic comparison. All right. I think Mikey likes it. All right, it's good. So do I want to keep the hair separate from the hat? Is there any benefit to that? This hair is always hair that's seen from behind. I could remove the hat from it if I needed to. Is there any place? There's that over there, which is also the back, and I'm going to want these to be synced together. I am going to stick them together. So I'm going to merge Cheech down. Now I'm doing a terrifying thing with this, folks. Usually, if I did a project this big, I would make iterations. I've been recording, saving everything as Cheech, and usually I'd save it as like Cheech 01, Cheech 02. And now that I'm realizing that, and I've already merged these, let's call this Cheech. Let's see what happens with it, what turns on and off with that. Front and back of the hat, as we have them. Now let's go ahead and save this out as the next iteration. And I always do it so that Cheech 01 doesn't exist. Cheech, you know, not specifically Cheech, but, you know, it ends up saving out that way. Alright, so I gotta check. There's a lot of work going on. What's going on here? Let's see. Give one. Yeah. Yes, breakfast. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. Alright, I don't know what's going on. People like to text me when I'm shooting my show because they're bastards. Let's see, Max says, you should make the current Cheech with that bald section. Well, you know, if Cheech is well received, I could see making several Cheeches and Chongs based on the Cheech and Chong we're making right now. Because I'd like to do Many of them, like Corsican Brothers is one of my favorite Cheech and Chongs. And okay, so we're moving over into this one, right? And for this one, we're gonna want just the hat, just this hat. So we're gonna grab our selection tool, make sure that we're only getting stuff we want. Yep, let's get on the Cheech level. So we got everything, right? We got everything. We got all this that's not the stuff. So if we invert that selection, and then we're going to grab the square and we're going to hold control down and we're going to grab that, and that removes it from our selection. So now we have just the hat. We're going to copy that. We're going to come over to layer. We're going to lay some more layers in place. Let's have the traditional 5 layers to work with. And then we'll start working with the middle layer. And we'll get rid of that one that's just called layer this time. You know, we kind of cycle around that. It happens sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. So now we've got that. Let's go back to the Cheech level. Let's copy just to make sure we got it. Let's go to layer 3 and we'll paste that. And now we'll go grab the directional tool. And with that, we can take our pasteable image and move it over. And we want to move it over because this is effectively our Cheech hair, right? Or our Cheech head. Texting all the time to ruin the episode. Let's see. Okay. Alright, sorry. The whiskey came out spendy. I don't know why the whiskey was crazy spendy, but damn. It was spendy. Okay, so I got distracted just for a moment thinking, based on this angle, are we gonna see hair from the front? I guess we are. I hate this realization. Okay. So you know, just a minute ago, when I said to myself, do I want to keep the hair separate? Am I going to see any of the hair from behind? I need the skeleton face in place. No. Yes. Not there, though. Not there. But other places. Other places that we might see this is the hair from the front. Is there any place that we see the hair from the front? Is this the hair from the... That's the hair from the back. This guy goes over that. No, you never... No. Okay, so I'm gonna end up grabbing some of the hair later to put over here. Over here. Ooh. It's good to know that's there. Okay. Let's, nothing else weird floating around? Okay, so I will want hair. I don't want hair now. Everything that I did a moment ago was fine, but we'll still come in here and reselect. Select invert. It doesn't take much to redo the work, really. I'm not tripping, man. I'm not tripping. So let's copy that out. Let's go back to layer 3 and paste it. And then as a movable thing, we want to move it over. Yeah, we are going to see that hair says yes, hair should be visible from the front and a flat roll too. Yeah, it's just not going to happen where I thought it was going to happen. Like, the hair throws me off because we're dealing with hair, but actually the hair is the hat. On Wilson, it's the hair, but in this case, it's the hat. Down here is where the hair will go. With the faces is where the hair needs to go, and that's something I'm going to have to keep track of in the future. What's happening while I'm doing this is I'm imagining these parts assembled together into Wilson, and then I'm transforming that via my gray matters to Cheech, which takes a lot of thought processes. And it's a good thing that the whiskey isn't here already, or it's really a shame the whiskey isn't here yet. One of those two things is true. But right now, we just need to get... What's going on? There we go. Right now, we just need to get the hat in position. So, I'm going to stare for just a minute. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. And we will put it there. And now, if you look at this, this is actually what happens when you get struck by lightnings. And we want to now come in and select and then do the inversion again. And then we want to grab up a paintbrush of big blackness and do that. And what we did that for is now we have our version of the zappy zappified. No. Control Z. Okay. We do want to do that. But I had too solid of a shadow. And there's ways that we can get around that, but the most natural way to get around that, the best way to get around that, is to use select and then feather the edges with a radius of 2. That might be too much. So we'll select. No. Maybe. Select. Invert. Okay. Now let's try blackening this. Ah, now, pray tell. Yeah. Now it's not so hard. It's not exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping to get... Okay, hold on. I can do that. Let's just do this. Let's make our radius penetrate farther. And then select invert. And then we'll paint it up. I feel like we're just getting a predictable black aura. And that we're not getting what I was hoping to get. Which could be a real pain to get. Let's keep exploring possibilities here, though. Let me fill to color. No, that could be miserable. Let's turn the threshold up, though. It's Control ZZ. Let's get rid of the fills that we did. Let's not feather the edges. Select, invert. We're going to do that to protect everything from the fill, which really isn't that important to do. Let's turn the threshold way up. Not that high. Let's turn the threshold back about... let's go 100. What do we got? It's a little too... No. Oh, the threshold was 250. Okay. Extremely hard edges. Okay. Alright, so the best results we've gotten was with the feathered edges and about 2. Let's go with 1. Select transparent. Invert the selection. We'll black it out with a hard brush. No. Change the threshold on this up to 3. Okay, one more time. Select, invert, paint, boom. And we're going to call that good. I'm not playing with it anymore. Max says, yep, that's where I do it per Google Pictures. Yeah. I got a bunch of pics up that I'm kind of using as references. It's a tough world that we're playing in here. Cheech had a pretty, the first prototype had a pretty great creator, and it's going to be difficult to compete here on any level. Select none. Alright, now we're going to make what's going on in Cheech's head. And the easiest way I can think of to do this is going to be just to grab up, see, something in the neighborhood of orange or brown, off-white, just off-white, just off-white. Okay, we'll grab that up. We'll get the brush out here, and yeah, that's the brush I want. I don't know why you got frisky on me. Give me a size down here. Come on. Do we gotta be like that? Okay. That's too much. Yeah, it's about that big, I think. Let's see. Something like this. And then we'll take our eraser tool. And we'll start forming that up. Izzy, that's quite enough, dog. My goodness, man. Okay, I feel like I'm losing it. I feel like oh, I lost it. Okay. So when they get struck by lightning, you get to see their bones and what's in their head. And I think, oh, I think it got away from me there again. What I should have is a much bigger brush. That's what I should have. Much bigger brush. There we go. There's stuff going on now, baby. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. We gotta keep the natural roll look going to this, right? So make sure that we got the natural roll. Thinking that looks alright. That's on a layer of its own, so we can just grab, without feathering anything, we can grab, and then we can select and invert, and once we do that, we can then come over here and grab up kind of a nice ash gray, and then grab a brush, and we'll ash out about that much. Yeah? Okay. Let's see. So we're gonna need some detail on this. It's kind of freaking me out. So let's come over here and grab black and try to get back into let's take possession of this thing. Good music for this. There we go. Gotta keep the art consistent. And a bright red. Okay. And then back to a neutral gray. Let me come down here. Could you assist if necessary? Find out if I need to... Oh, my episode's over. Alright, so tell her I'll be right there. My episode is over. Well, that's sad, folks. What we're gonna do is Oh. I guess we can't paint where we don't have selection. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back in here and we're gonna draw the smoke lines and we're gonna fill up the whole head area. So the head is hotboxed. When he gets hit by lightning, you'll be able to see that his head is hotboxed. And that's where we're moving. So let's get a full cap view of things. This is where we've gotten today so far. We started out with just our green boxes, and we've gotten the beanie and the hair for the back and the front. We're doing the lightning struck beanie next, and we have just one or two more pieces of art to do. Nothing, just like maybe an episode and a half, and we should be to programming. Yeah. It's been a real pleasure having you guys join me. Let me tell you, it's really cool to see the community support that we're getting for this series. That blows my mind. It's awesome that you guys want to see me do something other than just play video games. It touches me right here. And it does lead me also, the time does, to say thanks so much for joining us. Comment, like, subscribe, participate. Always remember to share. Do the important stuff that keeps this show going and this channel growing. And we'll see you next time. And next time is likely to be tomorrow. I don't have a schedule up. I'm not going to get a schedule up before I start drinking. And we're just going to have to see what happens with the morning. But it's not going to be at 6 a.m. That is for frickin' sure. I'll see you next time. Just keep your eyes out on upcoming events. And for live streams, I might do something just off the cuff. Drunk YouTube. Woo!